Y'all please stand as we welcome the Honorable Mayor Anthony Foxx.
Good evening. Good evening. It is great to be here with the African American Caucus of the North Carolina Democratic Party. And I thank you for being here in Charlotte. I think you've heard a few speeches tonight. And I wanted tonight to focus on the issue at hand over the next 3 days and over the next year is why the African American vote is important. You know, I heard a poem one time that Langston Hughes wrote, and I'm gonna mess it up, but I'll get it almost right. But he said, "I too sing America. I'm the darker brother. When company comes, they send me to the kitchen to eat. But I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, when company comes, they won't dare send me to the kitchen. I'll sit at the table because they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. For I too am American." The vote brings us from the kitchen to the table. You know, just 2 generations ago, there were people who couldn't even vote, just based on their race. And in some places where it wasn't technically legally opposed, they'd have a little jar of jelly beans and they say, "How many are in this jar?" Or they might ask for an identification card. Y'all listening? And people would literally be told that they couldn't use a right that was conferred by the Constitution. And then you had people who went and marched, got beaten down by their fellow citizens who didn't want them to have the right to vote. And then the 1965 Voting Rights Act was passed. And since that time, there's been a lot of progress. And just look at the fact that we live in a time when someone who is African American can aspire to the White House and win it. But the dreams of millions of people who need to have their voices heard still need to be expressed in the right to vote. You know, we've been through some tumultuous times right here in Mecklenburg County just in the last year. We had schools closing. We had issues even on our city council. The fact that we arrest 4,000 juveniles every year. 4,000, like clockwork. And yet, we only put a fraction of that number through our youth employment program, or through our mentoring program, or through our after-school programs. We have to take the issues that people talk about at their kitchen tables, in the barbershops and beauty salons, in the churches, and we have to put them at the table of government. That's what it's all about. I've had a very fortunate life. Life has taken me from Badersford Road to the government center. And I've had the opportunity to sit across the table from our president and to listen to how his mind works and how he's working through issues that impact this community and our state and our country. And what I know about not only our president, but I know about Patrick Cannon, know about who are the other city council people out here today. I see LaWanna Mayfield. Who else is running? John Autry, Beth Pickering, and so many other people who are stepping up to offer their service. I know these folks see homelessness in this community and don't want to allow that to happen anymore. I know they see unemployment and want to make sure people have a job to go to. I know they see and hear about libraries closing and want to step up to keep them open. And hear about teachers being laid off and want to make sure effective educators stay in the classroom. And hear about these young people that get arrested and want to have better futures for them, but know that the better future is before the kid gets arrested, not after the child gets arrested. When we vote, we change the conversation. That's the bottom line. And when we don't vote, the conversation stays the same. It's as simple as that. Now we have 3 days. 3 days. 3 days to change the conversation on the school board. 3 days to change the conversation in city council. 3 days to change the conversation about what the expectation is going to be about Mecklenburg County in 2012. They going to say 2012 is a battleground county? Or are they going to say that Mecklenburg County is blue? And we know it. We're going to stay away from it. That's what's at stake. So I'm asking you now, I'm asking you in these last 3 days of this election to get energized. You know, too often we wait for, the president to come down here and energize us. I ain't seen Barack Obama. What's he doing for me? Where's the mayor? I ain't seen him. Where's Patrick Cannon? I ain't seen him. Where's Beth Pickering? I ain't seen him. Where's John Autry? I ain't seen him. Where's LaWanna Mayfield? Well, I seen LaWanna. But in reality, we have to be motivated by the things that motivated people to force the right to vote in the first place. Our voices can only be silenced by us. That's the point. So you want young people to have a better future? Get out and vote. You want homelessness to end in this community? Get out and vote. You want to make sure that government is working not just for some parts of this city, but for all parts of this city? Get out and vote. That's as simple as I can make it. And when you get out and vote, and by the way, versus 2009, the numbers that we've seen today show that the Badersford Road Library outdistanced the Morrison Library and outdistanced the South Regional Library for the first time in my life. When we get out and vote, it's really about what Langston Hughes was talking about. It's about getting out from under the background and the silence and the quiet suffering into the conversation about how to make things better. And that's the word I leave to you. So thank you very much for being here. You've heard a lot of speeches tonight. The last thing that you haven't heard is please go out and vote. Please go out and vote for Anthony Foxx for mayor. I know it's Saturday night, but don't go get stoned. Thank you very much. God bless you and have a great day.